Hi everyone, this is Andrea from Telegraphy and Tarot. Thanks for coming to my channel. So today we're going to do a pick a card. There are two piles. This will be pile one, this will be pile two different hearts. One I believe is a shell and the other is a pink quartz. So feel free to pick one or both piles, whichever you feel drawn to. And let's see what your message is from Spirit. So I'll see each pile. Hi, pile one. So you picked this beautiful seashell, this heart swirly shell. I love it. Okay, and your card is Healing Moon, Seek Healing. And I'll read this to you at the end to see how it pertains to your reading. Okay, so we'll leave this here, Seek Healing. So what I'm going to do is pull the overall mood to see what your mood is. This already fell out, so let's see what it is. It's gloom. Okay, so someone could be feeling a little down about something. We'll get a little more. There is something on my card. Okay. So someone's feeling gloom. There's resentments. Okay, too many came out. Wow. Fed up, anger, stress, and sorrow. So these are like, what is going on, pile one? Okay, your card was healing, seeking healing. So there's obviously someone going through some sadness, someone's stress, someone's anger. These are all emotions that are someone's fed up with. Okay, there's a lot of emotions. I think I need to take these, but they could be like a roller coaster, all these emotions that you're feeling. Okay, and the object of this is to, remove any resentments. You don't want to have any resentments. So let's go into, Spirit saying to slow down. Maybe you need some time for yourself so all of these emotions can be organized. Okay, so let's see what this is going to be about. I'm going to pull another oracle deck. This is the Yin Yang Oracle. Okay, Spirit, this is for my pile one. What do they need to know about this situation? What do they need to know? Okay, someone could feel detachment and cold. Chemistry, passion. Deception, temptation. Wow. Apology, forgiveness. Yeah. Wow. Okay, so this could be someone needs to apologize or will be receiving an apology. Someone feels like they were cold from this passion. They can sense that their person is being cold right now. Maybe someone is looking, inspecting. This is the spy watching card at the bottom. We'll pull some tarot. I'm just going to pull one of these too. Okay, Spirit, this is for pile one. Pile one. Justice, fair judgment. Okay, this is a big read, guys. This is the Five of Wands. It could be internal conflict or an actual conflict with someone. Okay, someone could be feeling sad because they may have had a disagreement with someone. Okay, the Ten of Cups at the bottom of the deck, that's a really good card. Someone who you feel content and happy. That is bottom, that's probably the lovingly complete. That's the outcome you would like to be resolved from this. But right now, there seems to be sorrow, stress, anger, and someone who's fed up. Let's see if we can get to the bottom of it. Yes, very emotional with the Queen. I don't know if you can see this with this deck here. Okay, so the Queen of Cups, okay? This is how emotional you'll feel. You may love this person very much, okay? Have very deep emotions for them. But something's going on here. Let's see if we can get to the bottom of it. Okay, Spirit, what does my pile one need to know about this situation? What was this meaning? Seek healing. Yeah, wow. Okay, so someone's needs healing, seeking healing. This apology and forgiveness is a good way to start. Okay, Spirit, let's see what's going on. Okay, so we are talking about a connection with someone. This is the Two of Cups. This is your person. This is a lover. This is someone that you have a business partnership with. Okay, there's some sort of partnership that you are with someone that came to an end here with the Ten of Swords. So whether it may not have to be an end, it could also be someone felt backstabbed. Okay, someone felt I mean, this is very painful, a painful experience. Okay, sometimes it could mean the ending of a relationship. But again, this card, the Four of Swords, is talking about a temporary break, a rest. Maybe there was a slight separation here after something that happened here. That's where there's gloom. This seems to be an argument or some disagreement that happened here with someone. Okay, there might have been someone felt there was deception. Okay, and what this Four of Swords is just taking a break from it. Maybe you have a temporary break from your partnership right now. Maybe somebody was so hurt they're taking a break. Okay, or yes, this has to do with love, someone that you love very much. Okay, so let's just keep going. Right. We have the Nine of Wands right now. The Nine of Wands is considered like the wounded warrior. This person built up walls now. You could tell this person's is weathered. This person's been through it. Okay. So maybe this is, how you're feeling right now with all these emotions. You could be feeling so stressed out, angry, sad, fed up. You're wounded. You're a wounded warrior, and Spirit maybe is suggesting taking a slight break. Okay. Temporary break from the situation right now, okay? Because this is a wounded warrior. This is someone who's ready for anything, okay? That you've been through it all, and now either you ready to come out, or you have this wall built so high you're not ready to come out yet. It all depends on how you're feeling, and you may want to take this temporary break. Yes. With the Six of Swords, as you can tell, that she's going on the boat and going away from the chaos. She's going away from the stress, okay, and all this stress. And if you haven't, maybe it's suggesting right now that you go somewhere, okay? This could be you going to somewhere that's peaceful. This could be you going to a quiet place. This could be you taking a trip, temporary trip, okay? So this is what the Six of Swords is. Yes, because somebody wants to think. Okay, now this is the Hermit. So either you just want to go away, you don't want to be away from everyone, you don't want to see this person right now or your person, or this is you really wanting to think about something on your own. Okay, this is a soul journey of the Hermit where the lantern is illuminated. And they take time to think about things. Okay, it's a soul journey. No one can help them in this journey. It's something that they have to do on their own. So maybe you want to take a deep thought about what you want to do, or you just realize that you just want to be alone right now and not around this situation. It seems like there might have been something that happened. Someone feels betrayed or hurt, and they decide to take a temporary break. Okay. Whoa. Okay, so a lot came out. So what I'm seeing is the magician. So magician is someone who's in control, okay? They have all the tools on the table. They're the manifester. They go for what they want and they take control. So this person has all the tools that are available to them. So whether this is you or your person, sometimes the magician could come across as someone who could be like a manipulator sometimes, okay? So we have to see what this is talking about. I do see with the Five of Swords that someone feels that they're feeling defeated in some way. Okay. These people are walking away. This person has all the swords. They want to win at all costs. Like they want to win this fight. This is some sort of feeling defeated and feeling some sort of conflict here. Okay. We have the Emperor. This could be a plan, or this could also be a father figure, someone who's more mature, okay? Someone who's wise. The Emperor could be your person sometimes, okay? Although he may have come out reversed. So the Emperor is like not organized here. Maybe there's some immaturity here. So, because the Emperor came out reversed, this could be like you're feeling like you're not in control of your emotions. Obviously, with the sorrow, the stress, the anger, the fed up, there may be some chaos to this. All right. Your person could be, you know, immature. All right. There may be something going on here that you feel that there is a there's a loss of control possibly, okay, in the decision making, or someone feels defeated here at some point, and that's why the Hermit's there. Maybe these resentments, there's a lot going on, you're feeling all these emotions. Okay, the Page of Swords is clear communication. This also could be somebody watching you, and I think that card came out before, where, yes, okay, here it is. So somebody could be watching you very closely, or you could be watching them very closely. For instance, you could be watching their social media, driving by the house, just checking up on things, or they could be checking up on you. Okay. Sometimes the Page of Swords is somebody, this could be like written word. This could be clear communication. All right. And maybe this is about someone who has an energy of the Page of Wands. This person could be, there's some inconsistency here. If this is the Page of Wands, maybe their energy is, someone who, they don't really, the Page of Wands is someone who's like a free spirit. They don't stay in one place, okay? And if this is a partner of yours, maybe you could have learned that they have this tendency, okay? So if this all together here, I would say that someone feels defeated because someone's behavior has being, immature, all right? And they could be, right now they could be absent. Let's just go a little further. Yes, they could be cold and detached right now, all right? There might have been some deception. Somebody needs courage and strength right now during this time, okay? Okay, Spirit, what is the present energy for this pile one? Yes. So right now there's a tower moment. So there might have been something that you learned about your person that was shocking. This is a tower moment. This is like everything that you've known was like turned upside down. Okay. Sometimes it could be truth that's being revealed. It could be, you heard news, you know, just things that, like just everything is turned upside down. There's something shocking that happened. Okay. All of a sudden. And this card, yes, there's something that was unknown. Okay. I'm seeing the moon. So at the bottom of the deck was the moon. So something that was revealed to you. It could have been a secret or some deception. And I am seeing that there's deception here. So something happened that somebody found something out about something. You might have heard something or some secret was revealed. Okay, that's what the moon is illuminating. Something that's shocking. Okay. I'm seeing the Seven of Pentacles, and that has to do with somebody who invested a lot of time, or they were waiting for some reward here. Maybe you invested a lot of time with this person, or you've learned something, after some time. This has made you very sad. Okay, I'm seeing there's some depression. There's somebody who's looking at all of this. All these cups, they're looking at the past. Maybe there's some regrets of their behavior. Okay. Maybe there's, someone's looking back at this and, regretting it. This is also someone who's very depressed. Okay. However, there are two cups that are still full. Okay. Behind this person. So, it's very, when you're in this mode, I don't know if this is you or your person in regret, or you just having depression. It's hard to try not to focus on the things that have already spilt, the things that are in the past. These things that are already gone, that you can't replace this. But there are two things, these two opportunities, these two things for promise that are still available to you, but this person doesn't see it because they're not looking. They're focusing on this. Okay. And I'm seeing, seek healing. If it gets too much, this depression, whether this is you or your person, is spirit saying to seek healing. Okay, maybe you need time to recuperate from this. You need time to heal. Yes, and that's what temperance is. Temperance is healing. Okay, so maybe all these emotions, if this is you, what you're going through because somebody deceived you, someone that you loved and cared for deceived you, it's saying you need patience with yourself. Okay, you need time to heal. Okay, and that's what temperance is. It's also like guided by spirit. This is like spirit, this is an angel assisting you in healing. Okay, and needing patience and time. Okay, so it's going to take a little time. You're heartbroken. Okay, this is the Three of Swords. Somebody was heartbroken here. This could be, sometimes just a breakup and a separation, but it could also mean somebody was. I believe there's a breakup here, and there was some deception. Okay, here. And this is what you need healing from. We have the Six of Swords. Again, this is somebody leaving to calmer waters. Maybe the relationship got so tough you decided to leave it for your own sanity, okay? For your own, peacefulness. This is what you want here for peace, okay? To heal. You're still heartbroken, very much heartbroken. So Spirit's letting you know with the World, this is a very beautiful card of blessings from the universe. But sometimes this could also mean like a life cycle. It's very possible that that relationship that you had either may reunite, or you may have reached your end of your cycle here between each other. Okay, maybe it ended. Maybe the life cycle has ended here with the World. Okay, it's possible you might have, reached the final moments of this relationship. Spirit's letting you know, though, that there's victory and success at the bottom of the deck. This is finally getting the recognition you deserve, the rewards, okay? After a long battle, you're getting recognized. You're getting the achievement that you want. Wow. All right. So, okay, pile one. These are amazing. So what I'm seeing is these three cards. You have the Four of Wands, which is a ceremony, peace and harmony in the home. Okay, this is in your future. So if your person doesn't come around with this apology and forgiveness, okay, or maybe this is saying, you forgive yourself, all right, for this situation. This is all depending on what the situation is and how you're feeling. But these are beautiful. And if this is blessings from the universe, you're receiving peace and harmony. This could be a marriage, okay? This could be just finding the peace that you were leaving to for. You kept getting the Six of Swords, looking for peace. Um, this is the Sun. This is the brightest card in the deck. This is happiness, contentment, being overly happy and joyful and blissful. Okay. So Spirit is telling you in the near future here of all these blessings you're going to receive. It's, like if that relationship ended, or you may reunite. This is could be only for a select few. Okay. And it's really your free will, but somebody here is hurt very badly, and either you're moving on to these beautiful, beautiful blessings, okay, with someone, either someone new, we're going to see what this is, or peace. You're going to forgive each other. You're going to forgive your person, and work it out. This could be a new person with the King of Wands. Now, the King of Wands is very confident. So maybe it's very possible that your person returns with confidence. Okay. This could be a new person who comes in, because now we're talking in the future. This is like the upcoming future for you. The challenge is that you need to heal from this broken heart, and it's going to take time. So whether, for some of you, you may reunite with your person, okay, who hurt you. All right. There may be a forgiveness, or this could be you forgiving yourself. All right. And finding fairness and balance that Spirit will give you this new person who comes into your life, this person who's very confident. This person's a traveler. This person's amazing. This could be a good father. Very confident and full of passion. Okay. Fire energy. Not like what you were experiencing here with someone who was inconsistent. This person's a leader. Okay. This is a totally different energy. This person's mature. Okay. Totally different energy. So it could be a different person. Okay. That you meet someone who's so, has it. I mean, will bring you pure happiness here. This to me looks like marriage. Okay. Having the world here with this person, you could travel together. You could, it's like having the world at your, the world is your oyster here. Yes, there's a choice here with the Two of Wands. Maybe you're going to choose this new person here that brings you justice and balance. Okay. And this could be what can cause a internal conflict. It's very possible that you may decide, if you're going to go back to your person when they apologize, or you're going to hold out for this dream. Okay. This dreamy person with, all the like amazing qualities in someone that you want. Okay. Very beautiful. That's a tough decision. I mean, yeah, there's conflict. You could be having internal conflict of what action or communication happens for you. Okay, so this Eight of Wands has to do with some action or communication that comes in. You may see things from a new perspective. Okay, there might be a delay. um, this person has time to think. Their head is illuminated. Okay, there's a new perspective on things. All right, someone may have to fight for their, defend themselves, stand their ground for something that they want. Okay, whether this could be you fighting for that, you want the whole package. You don't want someone that you can't trust, and you don't want someone who, who's gonna always be on the defensive. You want something that's going to flow easily, like this king. Okay, this King of Wands. There's new beginnings here. This is the Ace of Wands. This is opportunity for new beginnings, new passion. It could be a new relationship, okay, with this person. Wow. The King of Swords has someone who's very intellectual. This is someone who's an entrepreneur, a business person, someone who thinks with their head rather than their heart. Someone who's very serious, but a very good, you know, just a very strong individual, okay? Um, Strong in authority. This could be you taking the lead in making your decision, because this person speaks the truth, okay? And if you decide to move on and fight for what you believe, that's what this King of Swords will do. Fairness, okay? Judgment, um, making, decisions for the better. There's the 10 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, which is your security and stability. It could also be your family life. All right. So, for commitment. So this is someone who's, very sure of themselves and thinks intellectually here, and will be, a real good provider here. Wow. And the Nine of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. So the Nine of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. How these come out together is interesting. I see that this Nine of Swords is somebody who's very worried. Maybe they don't sleep very well. You're worried about your stability in some way. Okay, maybe you're worried about meeting the person and having this happy family, this commitment. Um, and you could just worry about this. Okay, this could just be sadness, and you worry. But what I'm seeing is you're getting a gift here. If you notice this hand from God, basically, with this Ace of Pentacles, which is wealth, that wealth is coming to you. And this could mean many things. It's whatever wealth means to you. It could be a new relationship. It could be a new opportunity, a new payout, receiving money. It could be, buying a new home, receiving amazing wealth in some way. It's abundance. So if you're worried about this, I don't think you need to. I think there's going to be stability here. So Spirit just wanted you to know, you might be going through some sorrow and stress and anger and fed up. But Spirit's letting you know that there's this beautiful, beautiful things that are coming your way. And right now you're healing from some separation and heartbreak. Okay. So maybe you're worried, I'll never meet someone, I'll never get, I don't know what this is that you're worried about or anxious about, but it's saying there's abundance here. Okay. And this is amazing abundance to have the Ace of Pentacles here. Okay. And you deserve fairness and balance. Okay. You deserve fairness and balance. Wow. Okay. So here we go. We have judgment. We have judgment. Okay. So there's a big life change, a big decision that's being made. We have the Eight of Pentacles, where you could be focusing on something in particular. You could be focusing on a craft or a task, or you're focusing on skills or something you want very much for this change. You could be, having illusions, or, a little confused about what direction right now. That could be why you're sad. You're not sure which direction to go in, or you're unsure because you have so many options or choices. But Spirit's saying that there's strength here, to have strength, because there is a major commitment that's happening in your life. So if you were wondering if you're going to get married, okay, this to me is a life change. All right. Whether this is work, a life purpose, a spiritual awakening, okay, after someone's, hardship or sadness, maybe whatever this heartbreak is, makes you stronger. Okay. This could even give you a higher commitment to spirit. Um, it could also be that you're just right now, I wonder if you're working on, not sure what purpose you want to do. Okay, so this could also be for work. If you are wondering what you want to do for work and you were confused about it or wasn't sure, you will have an answer here. There is some spiritual connection. Okay, there's some spiritual journey that you're on, with a spiritual awakening or some major balance or decision that you make in your life here. Okay, for you, or maybe for your family, the way this is coming out. Okay, but this is commitment. This could be marriage. This person having the strength, if you're worried that this person made you feel all this anger and sadness, that you're going to be healing so that you can make room for this person who comes to bring you this commitment, this life commitment that will change your life. So it's saying to be strong, okay? Because there is someone coming. The Hierophant is a commitment. Yes, you will be. This is the King of Pentacles. This is someone who's very secure. So in the beginning, we had all these emotions. This King of Pentacles is very secure and stable. So those emotions will be stabilized. Okay. This is someone who's wealthy and very confident, um, and in a very good place. Okay. So if that's what you're wearing, this is a very good provider. All right. This could be, someone who's very wealthy. This could be you feeling wealthy in love by the time we get to this point in the future here with this new abundance that you receive. Okay. So I just want to see if I can pull. This is a love read. Single parent responsibilities. So here's something else. If you are getting disappointed here, maybe this is you saying about a single parent, having single parent responsibilities, and you being strong and able to do this on your own. There is a spiritual awakening, a realization, okay? You could be having all these emotions because you're fed up, missing and thinking of you. Yes, it may be tough. Someone has regrets and mistakes, okay? And there's an ex-lover, old spark that you may reunite with, okay? So, and that could be someone who, is ghosting and disappearing. So I do believe that, there is some breakup that's happening here, that there is some regrets and mistakes, some ex-lover, old spark, but I'm seeing beautiful commitment at the end of this. Whether you reunite with your person, accept an apology, or you meet someone new or an old spark here, and wind up with life-changing. I mean, these are amazing. This to me is a marriage, okay? This could be like a legal marriage, or amazing abundance. I mean, these are just amazing with the 10 of Pentacles. This is a beautiful ending, pile one. I'm just going to read your card, which says healing, seek healing. So this card says, there is one very important question that you need to ask yourself when you draw this card. What would your current situation look like if it were healed? Close your eyes for a moment and visualize it. It's important to get a clear picture of it in your mind's eye. Drawing this card suggests you're in a situation that needs healing, and that healing has actually started. However, you have to believe in the process to complete it. What might be very painful now may become much easier quite soon. The most important thing is to work through your emotions rather than denying them. That is how healing will be brought about. Talk through issues. Work on your chakras will also help cleaning out any emotional or energetic debris in your aura. To do this, simply put on some uplifting music. Sit, close your eyes, and imagine yourself under a column of blue and gold healing light. See the intention that your energies and the situation you're asking about will be healed. Healing is at hand. Anything can be healed. Hold the vision of the situation being healed. Make I am healed, my life is healed, and so it is your motto. Better days are coming soon, and heal your feelings, heal your life. That is a really beautiful reading, pile one. Hang in there and have strength, because I do believe, Spirit's giving you a change in life, and it'll be many blessings for you, love and, wealth in some way. Okay, pile one, thanks so much for watching. I hope you liked your reading. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you again. Until next time. Hi, pile two, you picked the rose quartz heart. And your card is focus. Okay, and I'll read this to you at the end to see how it pertains to your reading. And the first thing I'm going to do is pull a mood to get the overall energy of the reading. So this is for whatever Spirit wants you to know right now. This is for pile two, Spirit. What do they need to know right now for pile two? Unknowing and fear. Interesting. Ambition. Wow. Joy. So I don't know if you just saw the energy, how it flipped, like with a very heavy energy here. It's so obvious. You can feel it, the energy, the way it flipped here. And it's joy. So whatever these emotions of fear of the unknown, there and is some ambitious, some ambition that you have, some drive you have, some goal you have, is going to bring you joy. Okay, whatever you decide will bring you joy. Beautiful start. Okay, and someone's going to feel relieved. I love it. Relieved. Yes, look at that. Okay, love it. And someone will have acceptance as well. Okay, it's a very powerful message. So I'm going to pull some of the yin yang first, and then I'll pull oracles at the end, and that's when we really get into the reading. Okay, Spirit, tell me about pile two. Okay. So there is celebration, gifts, and abundance. Beautiful. Love the sparkles in that. Alchemy, ancestor guides. Okay, it's just like spirit or your family ancestors are guiding you. There are seeds, spring. So that to me is either talking about something that's going to grow. Yeah, and harvest. So this is interesting. This is autumn and harvest. So something's growing, okay? The birth of something. Whether this is an idea, it could be, you know, something that's celebratory. It could even be the child here, you know, birth of a child or birth of some idea or something that you have an ambition to. However, there's some toxic toxicity bound patterns, okay? And I think that's not additional to this. This is what the fear is, okay? Um, let's see. Okay, this is for pile 2. What was this? Focus. Yeah, focus on the positivity. Action, courage, Jupiter, beginnings. Somebody's starting a new beginning here. Some action, okay? That's going to bring some celebration and beautiful. Let's go. Okay, we have a feminine energy, a North Node, cosmic purpose. So these are really powerful cards. Wow, growth. You got like 3 growth, harvest, seeds, spring cards. Okay, these are amazing. Summer, growth, harvest. This could be the birth of something big. Okay. I'm just going to pull one of these. Something's growing here. Okay, Spirit, this is for pile 2. Page of Coins, recognized opportunity. Page of Pentacles is an opportunity that comes to you, an offer. Very good. I'm noticing this person's coming with a, you know, this could be a job offer. This could be some news that comes to you about something that's very promising, some opportunity here. Eight of Wands is an action or communication. You know, I don't know why I'm sensing this. This celebration, gifts, and abundance. There's a job offer. It could be a job offer or some offer that comes to you. Some communication. It's accelerating quickly. So there's something that comes to you that's an offer that brings joy, that will allow you to celebrate for happiness, okay? Yes, the sun. So there's something coming that's going to allow growth for you. You're being helped by your ancestors in spirit, okay, for this growth. Although there's fear of the unknown, it's promised to bring joy, okay, which is absolutely amazing. And this is the sun, all right? So they're bringing you, the sun could also mean a child. So let's keep that in mind. Let's pull, you know, I just have to say there's one other card here that says forming structure, solid foundation. That's also something that's growing and building. Could this be a child, or could this be the growth of a project that's starting, you know, balancing and putting all the rocks in order, everything in order as it should, okay? All these seeds and growth and joy, these just seem, someone's going to feel relieved, even though there's fear here. Okay, Spirit, tell me about the past now. This is for my pile 2. For focus. Is this focus? Yes, for focus. Pile 2. Okay, there's the 8 of Cups. So this could be somebody walking away or leaving something behind. This is an action that we're talking about in the past. Okay, this has to do with some intuition, some inner knowing, okay, that somebody needs to leave something alone, leave something in the past, leave something behind, okay? Okay, what I'm seeing is there's some conflict here regarding this. Yes, okay. So there was something that someone has to leave behind. There was a celebration, okay, gifts and an abundance. Someone's getting an offer of some sort of acceleration, something that happened very quickly that they need to walk away from, okay? And it's something that, they just had some um, inner knowing of doing this, or it could have been a secret here. There was something that was toxic, okay? Whether there was a bad experience, or something toxic that happened. That's what this toxic energy is, okay? There is someone who has just a very, again, this is someone who's very intuitive, very confident, okay? And there's conflict. So seems to me that something in the past that was toxic caused someone to have to walk away or leave something behind, okay? Whether it was supposed to be happy, or there was something here. It's very deep, and I feel like there's conflict now with, moving forward here. There's some conflict, but spirit's saying this, it's just a fear because of the unknown, because there's all, someone's ambition is very high. Reach for the stars, okay? There's joy coming. Someone's going to feel relieved, and they're going to accept this, okay? So this is really good energy. So because this is, not a private reading, it's hard to, there was some sort of block, whether you had a difficult decision to make to leave something behind for this new opportunity in life, for this new happiness, okay? Maybe there's, something that happened here. It is past energy. But now we have the magician, someone who's a master at their craft, someone who's very good at what they do. They're in control, okay? And this is a beautiful card. This is someone who's in control. They can they're a manifester. They know what they're doing. Wow. Yeah. Okay. So we have the Judgment card, the Six of Wands, the Emperor, and the Knight of Pentacles. Very beautiful cards. The Judgment card is a life change. This is a spiritual awakening here. Someone's manifesting a very big life decision here. Someone will be very successful with the Six of Wands, having the recognition, and after a long battle here, of some appreciation or recognition, that you deserve victory and success. We have the Emperor, who's a father figure. This could be a plan that is successful here. This is the wise counsel. Whether this is a job, this could be a boss or a father, okay? We have the Knight of Pentacles, which is someone who has this ambition here. They have a goal that may take a while to achieve. This is a slow moving knight. However, it's interesting how we had fast and slow. So something that happened, some quick decision. This is taking slower, but the goal is achieved with this humongous Ace of Pentacles. It brings quite a reward here, okay? I just think somebody's in their head with this Eight of Swords, which could also be fear. So because something happened in the past, there may be some fear or anxiety about something. However, I'm seeing all this growth. I'm seeing, like, this doesn't belong here. I'm seeing this in the past. So what I'm seeing is all this growth and solid foundation, and a structure is solid. I'm seeing someone having the courage for these new beginnings and all this growth. To me, this could be the birth of a child, or an industry, or the birth of something. It's very promising with the seeds and the harvest and the growth. I mean, these are all like very, beautiful cards. I think there was an ending here of this, whatever toxic happened, um, was hard, but that's over. Yeah. So, yes. Okay. So there was something toxic here. There was something toxic, a tower moment that happened. It's talking about this past experience. I'm not sure if it had to do with a child, or, some experience that happened. This was a very soul journey. Somebody had to take a soul journey here as a hermit. All right. They are now a wounded warrior, um, maybe ready to come out and start again, after what this experience was. There is the Three of Wands, which is ready to. Waiting for the right time to take an action for the future here. This is a new love that comes into your life, or self love. So these seeds of growth and summer, this could, like I said, could be a child, a new baby that comes into your life, or it could also be you growing this amazing, whatever this is, this ambitious thing that you want to grow. Um, a job, or some, business idea, or some, in something amazing, whatever this is. It's the Ace of Cups. It's overflowing with, love, and something that you love very much. Okay. There's also something that's bringing a balance here. Okay. So something will be in balance. Someone will be able to live independently with this Nine of Pentacles. It's someone who's working on their coins. This person is independent. If this is the feminine, this person is able to do this on their own. They love to live luxuriously. They make their money. They make very good money, and they like to spend it in whatever way they want, and can, because they have luxurious things all around this person. Um, and someone who's very capable of doing something on their own, single, okay, independently. Someone may be taking a new adventure. Someone may be taking a new risk, or having the courage to take the risk. Maybe this person who's doing this feminine, may be finding the energy, or the power, or the strength to do something that they need to do on their own. It's a path maybe they do on their own, but they're taking the risk. They're taking the chance for new beginnings here, which is beautiful. Okay. They may have lost interest in it in the past, because of whatever happened, but I don't see that. This is like a gift of, again, with this Ace of Pentacles coming towards you, giving you this opportunity of love, giving you this new opportunity of this overflowing love, like a gift from God. It did say ancestors. What did it say? Ancestor guide. So it's like family in spirit, giving this gift. Okay. And this is the love, again, new love. Again, I'm seeing this, to me, is making me feel like a mother. This is the mother energy. This is the Empress. If it's not a child that you're hoping for, this is abundance. So the growth of a business, the growth of you, leveling up to this ambitious joy that you have. It's whatever. You're going to feel relieved. You're going to feel accepted. You're going to feel abundance. Okay. This is growth from where you were with all the seeds and the harvest. This is abundance, amazing, amazing abundance, feeling confident, grounded. A very beautiful card, but it could also be a mother, someone who's with child, someone who's pregnant here. Okay. For some of you. Yes, this is moving forward, victory and success. So whatever this ambitious thing is for you, whether it's a new job, whether it's having a baby, whether it's getting married, whether it's, starting a new business, owning a company, whatever this is, it's victory and success. Um, and really like destiny, bringing destiny to you. This is a destined movement forward. And both of these Sphinx, okay, may be leaning, in a different direction. So that just means that it might not have been an easy road to get. It might not have been a smooth, easy road. However, regardless of whatever obstacles come your way, it is full speed ahead with success and victory. Okay, which is beautiful. This is wealth. This is the King of Pentacles. This is someone who's secure and stable. If it's not a person in your life who brings you the security and stability, this could be you taking the energy of the King of Pentacles. Someone who's strong, stable, wealthy. You're, in every way. This is one of the highest cards. Someone who's a good provider. Someone who has, all the wealth around them. With this abundance, growth, amazing. Wow. All right, pile 2. This is beautiful. So there is the Eight of Pentacles, which is someone who's focusing on their skills, their ability, their work. Okay, maybe someone is, having some purpose, finding a cosmic purpose here for work. Okay, or finding a focus. This is someone who masters their skills, someone who works hard or focuses on whatever this goal is. This is the Six of Pentacles, finding a balance. Okay, if you felt that there was a fear of the unknown in the past here, maybe you felt something wasn't balanced, but this is bringing balance. Someone who may have generosity now. You'll be able to give back to others. Okay, there is a Nine of Cups, which is a wish fulfillment, and what I'm seeing is the Two of Swords, which was somebody having a difficult decision to make, or someone who had a block. There's no more block, because this is the Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, and the Nine of Cups is having a wish fulfillment. So whatever block there was, there's going to be a balance. There's going to be, someone who's, a master at their craft here, someone who's able to find their balance, whatever this is, and it's a wish fulfillment. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm seeing the Hangman, and the Hangman is someone who has a delay. Okay, so whether this is a delay or someone seeing something from a new perspective. If you see the Hangman's head is illuminated here, he's seeing things from a new perspective. Okay, having the time to really think about, this person's very poised hanging here. Okay, so there might be a delay in something, but they had time to think things through and make a good plan, a solid foundation. Okay, that's what it looks like to me. So this plan might have been delayed. Okay, but somebody is having the time to master something. They're mastering a craft. They're working together with someone. Okay, the Three of Pentacles is 3. They could be working together very closely with someone. Forming alliances. That's too many. Okay, but I'm only going to take these. Wow, these are amazing. Okay. All right. I'm not going to take all these, although I did see the King, and these were already here. The Lover's card came out. Okay. This is an improvement. I am going to say with this card, what I saw was the wish fulfillment. Okay. This is a very beautiful card of a wish fulfillment. Getting a wish fulfillment and healing. I believe that whatever delay was, and ancestors are here providing acceptance. Someone's going to feel relieved. Maybe there was a reason for the delay, because it brought something that spirit was having for you, like something special here. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do is read your card here, which says focus. And the definition is having big dreams is a wonderful thing, but drawing this card suggests you need to get more serious and focused when it comes to making your dreams come true. To paraphrase Thomas Edison, success is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration. You're very much on the right track, but you need to hone your vision. Where should you begin? If you've been comparing yourself to other people, this card is a strong reminder that comparison is the thief of joy. You can only go at your own pace. If someone or something is causing you to be distracted from your sole purpose, this is the time to turn down the noise. You're being asked to make a bigger effort in terms of moving towards your goal. That may include having greater self discipline and restraint. Also, remember that success is very rarely linear. Even if you feel as though you're going round in circles, you're still inching toward your goals, but you do need to stay very focused right now. Don't judge yourself or others too harshly. Success takes time. Focus on the positive. Take time out if you need it. Meditate. So, wow, pile two. So, this hangman could also, spirit could be saying that for this solid foundation, to take some time to think about what it is that you want to build, what it is that your dream is, what your goal is, what your ambition is. Take the time that you can illuminate your mind, whatever this is, researching, or whatever it is that the delay will allow you to see in a bigger picture. Okay. And what I'm seeing is that there's a wish fulfillment here for you. You're going to get a wish fulfillment, and that is amazing. Okay, so you're going to get your answer. You're going to get this acceptance, relieved, and joy. This is amazing, pile two. That's your reading. I hope you liked it. Please like and subscribe. It really helps my channel. And I'll see you again. Until next time.